Good morning, Eagle, Nick, out this. You know what I mean, Vern? And this gentleman is practicing, exercising his First Amendment rights to freedom of religion. Good morning, Miss Jeannie. And we're just going to make sure there's no police officers tries to harass this man while he is exercising his rights. Jesus. And I seen one Dalton police officer ride by, so I figured we would start a live. If you have not already checked out the short I just put on there about running over possums, I pray that you would check it out. Somebody ran over a poor mother possum this morning, and it had baby possums inside its pouch, and one of them had got crushed. The other two were still alive. I had to get them out of the road so they wouldn't keep getting run over, and I always do that when I see a possum laying in the road. Now this time it had babies in its pouch. It about made me cry knowing those poor little baby possums are going to end up dying and would have been crushed if I had not removed the mother from the road. Good morning, Big Boy, Georgia. Thank you so much for coming on, but we're trying to make sure that nobody violates this man's constitutional rights to freedom of religion, which is a First Amendment protected activity. He walked over to give somebody a pamphlet here in the parking lot of the Advance Auto Parts. Good morning to everyone. Now, I did not go to work this morning with my friend because we got a big old downpour last night. It came down. You'll see there's a big old puddle right here that was not here yesterday. It really poured down during the night, all night long. I woke up and I said, well, we won't be going up there to Providence Ministries for any of that there breakfast in the morning unless we swim up there. You know what I mean, Vern? We would have had to swim because my submarine is in the pawn shop. You know what I mean, Vern? Here we have a Dalton Utilities truck. This is who provides our water. They also provide internet and cable TV. I hope the audio and video quality is pretty good. I really do not know how it works right here. It seems to work fairly well in this part area. I'd like to apologize if sometimes old EagleNick talks the way you do not understand. You know what I mean, Vern? Old EagleNick, this has his own language, it seems sometimes. But we're trying to make sure that no one violates this gentleman's constitutional rights to freedom of religion. He's been standing out here with his sign and handing out pamphlets. Here we have the Dalton Public Schools maintenance. That is city government. He has been standing out here exercising his First Amendment rights The one being freedom of religion. That sort of looks like a fire vehicle right here. But it did not have a government tag. But I was just trying to ensure that he did not have his rights violated. Good morning, X-Men. Good morning, Miss KTZ. Now, we were just trying to make sure that the gentleman with the sign, he's coming out right now, that he does not have his rights violated, because he had been standing out here exercising his First Amendment rights, freedom of religion, holding signs and passing out pamphlets. Good morning, Mr. Allen Davis. Hey, I know what you mean, Vern. It poured down here last night. It's just like it was pouring buckets. I woke up during the night and I said, well, won't be going to get no breakfast in the morning unless we swim up there. But I don't know how long he had already been here. He has already getting in his car fixing to leave. Now, I made sure before I started the live stream that I was sufficiently away from his vehicle that I did not show his tag where anybody could try to identify him. We did not want to invade his privacy. We just wanted to protect his rights and ensure that they were not violated. But if you've not already seen the short I put on my YouTube channel just a little while ago, be sure to check out my newest short. And I'd like to ask everybody, when you're out driving, if you see a poor possum going across the road, please don't run over it and kill it. Somebody ran over a possum this morning on Threadmill Road that had babies in its pouch. One of the poor little babies was crushed. There was two of them still alive, and I could do nothing but get them out of the road and lay them beside their mother. Now, them poor little possums are going to die. Good morning, Will Harris. But the poor little mama possum is dead, and I'm sure them other two little baby possums has passed away by now as well. It made me cry because there was nothing I could do for the little baby possums. But it made me feel better to know that if I had not have got the possum out of the road, it would have continued to get run over and the little babies would have just got crushed. So I would like to ask you to please don't run over possums if you see them crossing the road. Possums help control a lot of things that you don't like. You know what I mean, Vern? They're not bad. They're not dirty. But I guess we're going to get ready to end the live stream, and I might head on back over here to Greater Works. Maybe go inside and try to get another cup of coffee before it is all gone. Take care of yourselves, but please take care of each other. Thank you all for coming on to the live stream. I had to get a brand new phone, Miss KTZ. I had a TCL 40 that someone picked up. I had to get a new phone. It's a TCL 50, and I do not really like it all that great, but I'm trying to make do with what I got. I wish I could get me another TCL 40. If I could find me a brand new TCL 40, it would be a lot better. I like how it functioned when I was creating my content, when I was placing the title on it. I just don't really like how this TCL 50 functions. Dalton Utilities again. But thank you all so much for coming on to the live stream. EagleNick out it. Y'all have a blessed day. Peace and bacon grease. You know what I mean, Vern? I am EagleNick. And until you see me the next time, I'm out.